I'm very afraid Alex is dead. He was very good to me.
I know.
Do you promise me that if word comes and he is gone, promise you won't run away and leave me all alone?
Of course not. I'll never desert you in time of grief.
Oh, thank heavens you're here. I don't know what I'd do.
Yes.
My name is Andre Laliberte. I work for Mr. Hunter's engineering company.
Yes, I'm Jeremy, his son. Glad to meet you. This is Mrs. Alexander Hunter.
I've just been working up in the area of the landslide. The Mounties sent me down to make a report to you.
A report? What word do you have for us?
Well, we've often talked about one of those wonderful world cruises.
Well, have you broached the idea to her?
No, not yet, because I wanted to talk to someone like you. I mean, as Nina's psychiatrist, I really would value your opinion about that.
Well, your suggestion sounds viable to me, Mr. Cortland.
You really think it would help?
Yes, I do, but you'd better prepare yourself. She may resist the idea.
Why?
Mrs. Cortland has a lot invested in building a relationship with her daughter. Getting her to leave won't be easy.
Would you like something hot to drink?
Oh, no, thank you. So, please, ma'am, no. The authorities wanted me to notify you that the search has been discontinued.
What? They're going to stop searching for Father and Miss Kane?
I'm afraid so, sir. It's impossible to get around up there now.
What about a helicopter search? I'll do it myself.
That would be impossible. There's gale force winds up there now. They're totally unpredictable. All the traffic has been grounded.
How can they possibly abandon the only logical area? The only reason Erica was there was to interview Peyton.
Mr. Hunter, there's no way that she or your father could have reached Peyton before the landslide.
How can you possibly know that?
Because I saw them 5 minutes before it happened.
What?
You were there?
My partner and I were collecting core samples in that area. We saw lights on in the cabin and we decided to check. I talked to your father. I met Miss Kane. She asked me for a lift back to town.
Why wouldn't Alex give her a ride back?
He probably was tired from that long drive up there. He probably wanted to spend the night there and drive back in the morning.
Yes, and Erica probably wanted to get back to me as soon as possible, but why didn't you give her a lift then?
My truck was crammed with equipment, my partner was with me, and we weren't heading back to town. Well, believe me, if I could have foreseen the disaster, I would have brought her right back here to this door. She'd still be alive today.
She is alive. Do you hear me? She is not dead!
Jeremy, let the man go.
It's all right. I shouldn't have said that.
Oh.
Sure, it's possible that they survived.
All right. You know the area, don't you?
Yes.
Are there any natural caves there?
There's a few, but none close to the cabin.
Then my father must know about them.
Your father, God bless him, has always been a smart man. If there's a way to save himself and Miss Kane, I'm sure he'd find it. No, please excuse me. I gotta be getting back now.
I'll show you out. Try to rest. Just lie down for a minute. He's very upset. I'm a little bit more reasonable. Would you please tell me what you really think?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I really believe there's no hope.
I didn't come for that. No, I came to apologize for Daisy.
Oh, well, it really isn't necessary.
Oh, yes, it is. She feels very badly about lashing out at you. She's suffering so much about Nina.
I understand that. I figured it was something like that.
Well, it was terribly kind of you to even try to talk to Nina.
But nothing to do with being kind. It had something to do with caring. After all, Nina is my half-sister, and we did at one time have a very good relationship before she got ill.
Well, I'm very grateful to you for the effort. I just wish I had been there earlier so that we could have a drink.
Drink. What are you talking about? Listen, Palmer, just because I came over to see Nina has nothing to do, no change over the feelings I feel towards you. So why don't you just get out of here?
Well, all we can do is just hold on to every hope.
I have every intention to do that. Now, believe me, as far as I'm concerned, I'm 100% sure that Erica is alive.
Jeremy, you sound very confident, and that helps me so much, I can't tell you. And thank you so much for calling me. And feel free to do it any time, night or day.
Don't worry. I'll keep you posted every chance I get. You take care now.
Jeremy?
Yeah.
I made arrangements for some supper.
I'm not hungry.
Well, neither am I, but I think we really should make some sort of an effort. We're of no use to anyone if we don't keep up our strength.
Yeah, you're right. Should build up an appetite.
Well, pushing food around on a plate's better than staring at a telephone, willing it to ring.
Yes, I called Erica's mother. She too is waiting.
We all know that each hour that passes.
They are alive, Natalie. Don't say anything else. Officer, come in, please.
Thank you. I've come to report that we've spotted your father's Land Rover.
Dr. Warner here.
Yeah, hi, Cliff, it's Brooke. I just wanted to check with you and make sure that you and Bobby are still on for dinner tonight.
Oh, you bet we are. We're looking forward to it. Bobby can't wait to meet Laura.
Oh, well, she's looking forward to meeting him, too. Listen, could you bring a copy of the coroner's report with you when you come? I would like to look at it again.
Wait a minute. I thought this was strictly social.
Oh, yeah, it is. I'm not going to pick your brains. I've just come up with some new information, and I would like to check it with the autopsy report on Gilles' death.
Well, now I am curious.
I'll tell you about it when I see you. Look, the point is, if I'm going to clear Tom in my own mind, I need to get my hands on every shred of evidence that I can.
That's all? Just the Land Rover?
There was no one in it, Mr. Hunter.
Where did they find it?
Not far from your husband's cabin.
There was no one around.
No. It's possible that the vehicle was pushed there by the force of the landslide.
It's also possible that whoever was driving it at the time jumped out before the rocks buried it, no?
Highly possible. As a matter of fact, we found this not far from the car.
It belongs to Miss King. She is alive. I know she's alive.
I'd like to believe you're right, Mr. Hunter. But judging from the devastation of the whole area, I don't see how she or your father could possibly have survived. I'm sorry.
Brought your tea, Days.
Oh, thanks, Mama. Just looking at all these pictures, remembering when Nina was a baby. How sweet she was. She was always so gentle. Oh, she had those beautiful hands. Even then, she was always so delicate and graceful.
You know you were a lot like Nina when you were a baby, Days.
I was not.
You were,
I was
too.
a totally destructive force.
You were not. You were full of the joy of life, and you were full of love. And...
Goes quickly, doesn't it? And I think I only had her 4 short years, and after Palmer threw me out of the house and wouldn't let me see her, I always remembered what it felt like to hold her in my arms. Didn't know how lucky I was.
Don't look back. Look ahead. You'll have Nina's affection and love again. You'll see.
No, Mama. I've lost her.
Days, there is a bond between mother and daughter, and it doesn't break no matter what. Now look at the two of us. I mean, we weren't all that close for some of those years there. We are now. It'll happen with you and Nina again. You'll see.
This is different. You yourself have always said you get what you ask for. Well, I asked for this. I didn't mean to. I didn't want it. But I've got to live with it. The only problem is I don't know how I'm going to live without my daughter.
Don't you say that. Don't you ever say that.
Oh, hi, Benny. I didn't know you were in here.
Oh, hey, hi. You okay?
No, not really.
Is there anything I can do to help you?
Benny, you remember all those pictures that Father was trying to hide from me before? Family albums and everything?
Yeah, sure.
Do you suppose you could help me find them now? I mean, I think that since I know the truth, I don't see what harm it's going to do in my seeing them now, do you?
Well, that's not really for me to say, Nina.
But Benny, those pictures, they're a part of my past, and maybe they'd help me associate with it more. And one thing I don't understand is, since everyone is so eager for me to get my memory back, why don't they help me by showing me the pictures instead of hiding them from me? I don't understand that.
I think maybe you should ask your father to help you with this stuff.
Well, actually, I'd rather not ask Father because I'm afraid he'd get his hopes up about it. You're the only one who doesn't expect something from me.
Okay, I will. I'll help you.
Thank you.
I think there's some stuff in this drawer here, and
Okay.
the rest of the stuff might be up in the attic.
Would you mind staying, looking through them with me? I'm kind of afraid of what I might find, and I'm not sure I'd recognize anything. Maybe you could help me.
Oh, okay, sure, it's for a good cause, I
Thanks
guess.
a lot, Benny. I appreciate it.
There's something else I used to say, remember? There's always tomorrow.
Oh, yes, I remember.
There's always tomorrow.
Oh.
What's the matter? No welcome home greeting? Come on.
Hello, BC. Hello.
She is a little upset, so calm down.
I'm not bothering PC with this.
Oh, you couldn't possibly bother me. Come on, what's wrong?
Nothing, not a thing. How was your day at the office?
Oh, it was chaotic as usual. However, we managed to remain afloat. What, we need a little cheering up?
We do, and maybe you can do a better job than I did.
Uh-huh.
I'll get dinner.
Well, now,